This is a vintage Nikon 28mm lens, and the way I turned this lens into a tilt-shift lens for my Sony E-mount camera is with this adapter right here. This is a Nikon F to Sony E Tilt ROKR Tilt-Shift lens adapter. You mount the lens on the front like this, just gotta line it up. And then you mount the lens and adapter onto your Sony E-mount camera. And this adapter has built-in tilt-shift technology. You can shift the lens like this, 10 degrees in either direction. And you can also tilt the lens, which is what we're gonna use for creating selective focus photography. We're just gonna loosen this right here. And we can tilt the lens down 10 degrees of tilt. We got the markings right there. We can rotate the tilt by pressing this button. So we can tilt to the left, we can tilt to the right, we can tilt down, or we can tilt up. And by tilting the lens, what we're doing is we are grabbing the focal plane that the lens is creating, that flat focal plane, and we're actually tilting it. So we're taking a flat focal plane, tilting it. So now, instead of everything in one plane of focus being in focus, only a strip is in focus. And I actually used this lens and camera in Chicago over the weekend, and I created some selective focus photos. As you can see in these photos, the left and right of the image are out of focus while the center is in focus. And this is a unique look that you can use to help focus the eye on a specific subject. In this shot, I wanted to focus on the person walking down into the subway and not focus on the people walking on the sidewalk, but I wanted them both in the frame, and I was shooting the camera in portrait orientation, so I tilted this way, focused on the person walking down the stairs, threw everything else out of focus, and now I have this beautiful selective focus image. Now, is tilt photography useful for street photography? In my opinion, it is, especially if you're going for a more artistic look. If you just want a very selective focus, you want everything else out of focus, if you want that kind of vintage antique look, throwing certain lights on the street out of focus and into a unique bokeh look, this is a really useful tool to do that. Here's some more photos I captured with this lens camera and the Tilt ROKR Tilt-Shift adapter. If you want to learn more about our Tilt ROKR Tilt-Shift adapters, click the link in the description below. Also, click right here to subscribe to our YouTube channel.